All right, everyone, we got a few texts. We know there is no sound. That's because we don't want to get copyrighted by the music in the arena, but we will turn the sound on once the game commences, and that's when I'll start broadcasting. So, yeah, we don't want anybody to think there's no volume or anything wrong with the stream, so we just want to let all you guys know. All right, everybody, hockey is back. It's the first game of the NLU18 AAA division, and it is between the Pinnacle Growlers and the Western Kings. East versus West. Rematch of the game last weekend. Western's first game of their opening weekend tournament came against the Pinnacle Growlers, and they lost 9-3, but despite the scoreline, the game was actually a pretty close one. Western had a lot of shots on net. They just had a bit of trouble offensively. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. A week makes a big difference, especially after the opening weekend tournament. They know which players to put on lines with each other. They know which lines are the best, which goaltenders are the best to start against certain teams. So that opening weekend tournament helped both of these teams a lot. I think this is going to be a great game. It's like it's raining here in the arena, all the condensation because of how warm it is today. I think we're going to need a rain jacket here tomorrow night. I think we might have missed the memo. Coming into the DF Barnes Arena, our first time in the DF Barnes Arena since April. So it's been a long time coming, but we're back in our second home, I guess you could say. Last game here that I called was the Novice Select Final between the Northeast Eagles and the Paradise Warriors, the future of this NLU18 AAA League. And let me tell you, some of those players look very, very promising, even at such a young age. I think some of them might be better skaters than me, and they're 9. All right, so we'll actually get the national anthem this week. The PA system is luckily working here at the DF Barnes Arena. Here we go, first game in the DF Barnes Arena of the 2023-24 hockey season.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able for playing the national anthem.
All right, everybody, one team searching for redemption. The Western Kings finished last place last season. The Pinnacle Growlers won the provincial championship. So Kings coming in with a chip on their shoulder. The Growlers looking to win their 3rd straight title. It all begins here, the road to the final, the first game of the week. Or the season, sorry, and we are underway live from the DF Barnes Arena. Fresh ice, fresh paint, fresh everything here for the start of this 2023-24 season. It feels crazy to say that. It feels like just started the 2021 season, which was the first season I got the pleasure of calling these games, and now we're here in 2024. The time is really flying by. Both teams' rosters are very different from the first season back from COVID. But this league is just as good, if not better, than it was during that first season back to normal. Applin trying to get it, and it's given away to O'Brien, who tried to sneakily put it past Ryan Roberts, but he manages to just close the gap. So everybody sitting up on the top 2 levels of the stands, because of all the condensation, it pretty much got the first 2 levels of the stands flooded with water. So everybody staying up high for this one. A few new additions to the arena as well. The Wall of Fame over in the bench side of the arena, which has every sport from baseball, soccer, athletics. What else is there? Basketball, tennis, the Felians Athletic Association Wall of Fame. And as you know, the former name of this arena was Felian Gardens. Knight, great pass to Avery, who had an open net, just put it wide. And that line, the Boland, Knight, and Avery line, have been unbelievable so far this season in the opening weekend tournament. And there they are again. Jack Chafe with the first goal of the Pinnacle Growlers season, and the Dogs have been let out of their cage early in this first period. Well, what a start. Jack Chafe with the first goal of this Growlers season. Great way to get it started for the defenseman. Senior this year, his final year with the Growlers, his first game on the Pinnacle Growlers, and what a way to do it for him. Here's Peavy coming in on goal to the backhand, and Kirby makes the save with 17:56 remaining. So a quiet Friday night here at the DF Barnes Arena, an early start to the season this year. But it's great to see that hockey is back, and I guess that means winter is right around the corner. Away goes Connor Huzzy. Huzzy coming in, shoots, and a great save by Roberts. Even better effort by Huzzy, who was going down the ice with his neck guard strapped down his back. Look at that. Looks like he got a ponytail on him. Reed Chafe, the rookie who had quite the opening weekend as well, out on the ice. Devereaux gonna chase the puck down, and it is gonna go for an icing call. No, was beaten there by the Kings. Now Noah Boland with some new line mates, Michael Skinner and Reed Chafe. Boland coming in. Boland to the outside, dragged Roberts with him, tried to give it to the other side, just put it wide of the net. Now Devereaux is shot, redirected to the side by Ryan Roberts. Peppered with shots already in this game, not even 3 minutes in. Devereaux, Chafe, lifting it in. Turned over, and now Urquhart trying to bring it up the other way. Parsons drops it back to Devereaux. Skinner, great pass over to Skinner. He managed to redirect it down into the zone as Cumby pressuring Canes. Canes with it on the boards. He was hauled behind. Now Alex Austin around the boards. Twisting and turning is Ethan James, sending it up the middle, but it was given away. And now here's Drew Canes to Andy Knight. Knight coming in, shooting, blocked by Bugden, who's out there with a few new line mates. Andy Knight with Drew Canes and Brandon Philpott. What a great line mate that is to have as the rookie, and Brandon Philpott. He has the captain, Andy Knight, who's been with the team for this is his third year, his final year. AP originally in his first year with the team. Here's Bugden dumping it into the corner. Andy Knight actually played the game where the Pinnacle Growlers won the title because Brady Walsh, the former captain of the team and the former number 11, funny enough, was sick with COVID, so Andy Knight had to come in and play that championship game, and he ended up getting to throw the gloves off with the team, and now he's the captain and wearing number 11, just like Brady Walsh did. So a cool little coincidence, I guess you could say there. Up the middle to Mercer. Mercer cutting back, down into the corner. Rashley. Down low, Micah Tucker with it. Caleb Rashley won Men's Player of the Tournament at the Beaumont Hamel Centennial Cup. And he has had quite the opening weekend tournament as well. He's a key asset to this Western Kings team. Mercer battling with Kearley. Now Rashley off the boards, dumping it into the corner. Maloney and Gillespie. Oh, I see Mark Sexton in the building. His son Reese just graduated from the squad last year. Here's Ben O'Brien. O'Brien just wide of the net. Yeah, as I was saying, Mark Sexton and his wife Stephanie have done so much for this arena and the Avalon Celtics Minor Hockey Association. Guess they just couldn't help themselves in coming back and getting some of the nostalgia of the Pinnacle Growlers opening weekend. Nice idea out there to Daniel Kearley. Now it's given away to Cave. This Kings team looking really good at the start of this game here. They had a bit of a rough opening weekend tournament, but it seems they've bounced right back and they're playing more confident hockey here in this opening day. Maloney back across, haven't had a whistle in a very, very long time as Decker tries to power to the front of the net. Knight breaking it out, gets it back, and we got a whistle. And finally a break with 13:50 remaining. Face off one over to Gillespie, who puts it down into the corner. Andy Knight, oh, a bounce in front there. Roberts. These bounces on these boards are very, very hard to read, that's for sure. Roberts and the Kings, and I'd say even the Growlers, are used to the CBS bounces. One through the Cave, turns and shoots, just wide. It bounced back out in front, and Kirby makes the stop. Great save from him. He made a beautiful save against the Central Impact that you can have a look at on the Seth Hyde Sportside TikTok account. That is S Hyde Sportside on TikTok. Be sure to go give that a follow, and there will be some highlights from this game and this weekend up there. Here's Peavy. Avery, oh my goodness, hit there on Peavy, getting the physicality going here early in this one. Boland tried to get it out in front of the net. And now Avery again with another check on the boards, trying to replicate what he did against the Impact. He went on a rampage of hits against them. Avery, who actually had Gonzaga tryouts today. Him, Andy Knight, Noah Boland, all had the tryouts for the high school team. So they are all warmed up for this game, and they're ready to go. Knight trying to get it on the boards. Cave in there as well, with Wiseman waiting for it out at the blue line. Now coming out in front, Avery trying to get it out of the zone. Sims putting the pressure on, but it went back into Avery, who flicked it up the middle, and it's given away, and Sims comes in. Now Mercer takes it over, shoots it on net, and Kirby with the stop. So some exchanging of words between Mercer and Avery. So a rough start to this one. Every time seems like Nolan Avery's line is out there, they're always getting into trouble. we were talking about last week how Nolan Avery is a lot like Matthew Tkachuk. He can score, he can hit, he can assist, and he can get under the other team's skin with ease. Skinner trying to release it there. Hit a body on its way to the net, and Huzzy trying to lay the body up to Urquhart. Urquhart coming in, going for the wraparound attempt, but Jack Chafe was there. Now Dobbin. Around the boards, Wiseman. Given away up the middle. Here goes Connor Huzzy. Huzzy lifts the stick, tries to take it to the net. Now Cumby. Out for Dobbin. Dobbin shoots. Blocked in front by Sims. Now Skinner. Over for Dobbin. Back door out in front. Devereaux couldn't get there, and it finds its way all the way down the ice for an icing call. Yeah, so like I said, it's been a pretty peaceful game so far and a pretty peaceful crowd. Start of the season, and the season has started much earlier this year. So I'd say a lot of people didn't know that the game was going on tonight. Sure there'll be a lot of people here tomorrow. Play back down, Huzzy. Giving it down low again to Skinner. Skinner giving it out to the point. Played it back into Chafe. Now Maloney tries to get it, but Huzzy looks for it. Wiseman dodging the hit there. Played up the middle, Maloney with Huzzy in front. Tried to backhand it to Huzzy. It was cleared away, and now Gillespie up the middle. Skinner. Skinner back to Chafe. Chafe shoots, blocked by Applin. Now Gillespie from the corner, blocked by Bugden. Gillespie tries to keep it in. Reed Chafe. Over to Maloney. Now Applin chasing it down around the boards, and it is going to be an icing call. So the NHL Prospects Tournament is this week. My Toronto Maple Leafs got mopped by the Columbus Blue Jackets 7-3 in their first game. So the future of the NHL is there. Adam Fantilli on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Connor Bedard at that tournament, I believe, as well. And some of Growlers players, the big Growlers like Luke Kavlin, the starting netminder for the Newfoundland Growlers, is at that tournament. He's a netminder for the Maple Leafs prospect team. So pretty cool that the Newfoundland Growlers are getting some representation, and I'm sure maybe someday we'll see some Pinnacle Growlers or Western Kings in that tournament, or anyone from this league. Spingle scores! The Western Kings have tied it! Unbelievable! Are you kidding me? Spingle, a shot all the way through traffic. The puck twisted and turned into the net. And the Western Kings have tied it. Pilgrim trying to play it up, and like I said earlier in the game, the Kings, a much more confident team here, it seems, in this game, and it's really showing. Last game, by this time in the game, it was 4-0 for the Pinnacle Growlers, but right now it's 1-1. Let's see how the Growlers respond here. Boland to Philpott. Now Mercer taking it up. Devereaux bats it down. Devereaux, oh, lovely pass over to Noah Boland. Boland with Philpott driving to the front of the net. It's given out to Canes, but it was turned aside. Now Devereaux trying to just keep it into the zone, but Devereaux takes it back, and here he goes. Nick Devereaux coming in, trying to get it through. Now walking in is Ben O'Brien, blocked in front. Now Decker tried to break it out, but O'Brien leads the charge back in. Now Pilgrim trying to take it up. Shot from the corner, and Roberts easily gloves that one down. Tucker winning the draw and powering it through. Cumbie tries to get the puck. Now it's thrown in front to Knight. He scores! Andy Knight and the Pinnacle Growlers are back in front. Lovely passing play. Knight snipes it bar down. Great play. That line is back on the board. And the veteran of the league, I guess you could say, scores another beautiful goal. Payne trying to take it to the net. Now O'Brien coming in on goal, and he gets his stick whacked away, and that's going to be a penalty against the Western Kings, and the first penalty of this game. And folks, if you have any family members who can't seem to find this game, please do let them know. It's on the Seth Hyde Sportside YouTube channel. If you like what you're seeing, be sure to subscribe to the channel for some more content. Lots of hockey content. So let's see what the Growlers can do on this power play. Face-off one as Tucker tries to get it on the boards. Goes out to Dobbin. Dobbin sends it over. Now Chafe out at the point. Down low, Reed Chafe to Tucker. Back to Chafe. Out to Jack Chafe to brother. Dobbin holding, looking, shooting, and it's blocked by Peavy. And now nice little poke in front, just couldn't get it past Ryan Roberts. Dobbin still looking for an opportunity here. Chafe back in, a shot up high by Reed Chafe, and it is gloved down in net by Ryan Roberts. Pretty offensive game so far. Pretty well matched one as well. So we'll see how the rest of this first period goes. The first 10 minutes were very, very fast, and now these last few have been pretty slow. I think both teams have figured each other out once again. Andy Knight, backdoor for Avery. Almost trickled past Roberts. Devereaux tried to keep it in and just barely kept in by Devereaux, but it manages to make its way back out again as Nolan Avery leaves it behind for Andy Knight. Knight turning around. Devereaux has it at the point as Skinner drives to the back door, and it's in. It's Nick Devereaux who makes it 3 for the Growlers on the power play. It just got past Ryan Roberts. Well, I think the Kings really woke up a beast after they scored that goal, put it past Scott Kirby, and ever since, the Growlers have just ran wild. I guess you could say the dogs have been let out of the kennel. Up for Huzzy. Huzzy breaking up through the middle. Going to the net, drops it back to Philpott. Gillespie. Now Wiseman. Gillespie keeps it in, trying to turn and shoot. Maloney banks it off the boards. Philpott. Great move to slip around Wiseman. It just went through his legs, and now Western looked to go on the counterattack. Gillespie, great pass all the way up the middle to Philpott, but it was turned over. Wiseman redirects it back into the zone. Maloney checks his shoulders. Up the middle, Philpott. Now Canes. Back in Maloney. Off the boards, Philpott. Trying to chase it. Here's Huzzy. Now Gillespie. Trying to get the puck in. Comes Mercer. Tried to go low on Kirby. He almost beat him. Out to the blue line. It's tipped in front. Rebound, scores! Mercer! Do you believe this? The Kings have got another one. So new life breathed into this game. Mercer on the rebound. And the Pinnacle Growlers back in trouble once again with 5:21 remaining in the first period. The Kings have made this one interesting. Devereaux back into the corner. Tucker tried to lay the body. Coming in, Carey managing to keep it in the zone. O'Brien still trying to shovel it forward, and it's Decker who tries to take it over. O'Brien in for Gould. Played back out. Here goes Tucker. Tucker coming in, and it is called for offsides. Lots of Kings fans in attendance for this game. So it's hard not to get excited for whenever they score because the place erupts. Just like when the Leafs go to Buffalo, the whole arena is pretty much Leafs fans. I'd say out of the 20,000 seats in the KeyBank Center, 14,000 of them are filled up by Leafs fans. So it's basically just a Leafs home game. And they're restricting ticket sales to Canadians like they did down in Florida during the second round. Can't believe hockey is back already. At least the under 18 division. I know the U11s, U13s, U15s will be back in October. As those tryouts for the AAA divisions in U13 and U15 are ongoing. So it'll be interesting to see how the teams work out this year with the new drafting system, rather than if you're from Paradise or CBS or Mount Pearl, you go to Tricom, and if you're from the Caps, the Celtics, or the Eagles, you go to the Hitmen. So it'll be interesting to see how each team drafts. And in the U13 division, there's 3 teams rather than 2 in the St. John's area, in the metro area. I think it's the Rangers, the Red Wings, and the Hitmen. So 3 teams in that one and 2 in the metro area for the U15 divisions. And then, of course, you got your Western, Central, and Tri-Pen for both divisions as well. So exciting stuff happening in the hockey world, and the NHL All-Star Game in Canada this year. So lots of stuff to look forward to in the hockey world, especially if you're a Canadian hockey fan as well. Also, I believe they're trying to get another World Cup of Hockey on the go. I believe this tournament will be in Europe rather than in Canada. I could be wrong, but they're looking to expand that tournament as well. Rather than having, I believe it was 8 teams last time, they're looking to expand it to 16 due to the game growing in areas such as Germany and Slovakia and all those places. So hockey apparently is the fastest growing sport in the world, which is so great to see. And hockey is really becoming a global game rather than just Canada, the USA, and Russia, and Sweden and Finland. Now Germany starting to take over. Slovakia rising up. Latvia, who just won the bronze medal at the IIHF World Hockey Championship, and a former Newfoundland Growler, scored the bronze medal winning goal. So hockey truly, truly is growing all around the world, and all around Canada, and all around Newfoundland. Boland up to Knight. Great pass to Avery with a shot just over the net, and he frightened Ben Yabsley down by the boards there. No matter how much time you spend in the rink, you'll always get frightened by that puck hurling at you 100 miles an hour and the sound it makes when it hits off the boards. Urquhart waits for it up the middle as Wiseman tried to throw it across. Avery looked to bat it down out of midair. Boland looking for it. Knight on the sidewall. Bugden trying to get it. Kings still looking for a goal to tie up the game here. They had momentum on their side. Growlers pinned in their own end, but Nolan Avery breaks it out. Avery and Boland. It's a 2v5 at the moment. Avery managing to peel away. Now Boland tried to get it to Skinner, turned over, and now the Kings try to take it, but Boland gets a stick in the lane. Boland coming in. Avery tried to get to it. Gillespie back down into the corner. Bugden around the boards. Maloney waits, tries to keep it in, given away once again. And now it's up the middle. It's Caleb Rashley in, and it's saved in net by Kirby. And what have we here? Looks like a penalty. A hooking call. And I believe it is a penalty towards the Pinnacle Growlers. So for the first time this game, the Western Kings are on the power play, and they have a chance to tie it up with 1:18 left to go in the first period. Face-off one back to the point. Through traffic again, it's out in front. Decker wasn't there for the rebound. Now Mercer gives it over, being pressured by Philpott.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Philpott trying to strip it away from Lambswood. Now Tucker with Decker. Back out to Mercer. Pressure by Philpott. Kirby debating coming out of his net. He elects to do so. Redirected down the ice again, and Mercer is going to chase. Roberts leaving it for Mercer. Mercer, oh, that's a lovely pass up the middle. Lambswood to Wiseman. Back for Lambswood. Tucker tries to get it and is cleared down the ice with 15 seconds remaining. Up the middle. Pilgrim, blows a tire there. Decker tried to get the pass in front. It was fanned on. Mercer tried to keep it in. Got to take a rip there from center ice, and that's going to do it for our first period of play. The final score after one is 3 for the Pinnacle Growlers, 2 for the Western Kings. Great first period of play. We'll be back once the second period commences. All right, everybody, welcome back to our second period of play. My name is Seth Hyde. Glad to have you joining us. This will be an interesting period of hockey after the Western Kings kind of turned it around towards the end.
All right, folks, before we drop the clock in a second, I'm going to announce the winning 50-50 ticket number, so please grab your tickets if you're in on this. The winning jackpot tonight is $65. Numbers are 02095476, 02095476.
I won 50-50. No, I'm only kidding. So if you are out in your car or anything like that and you just heard the 50-50 ticket draw, get in here and claim your money. All right, everybody, so both teams ready to go for the second period of play. It's going to be exciting to see what goes down in this one. Kings looking to tie it up. Growlers looking to sit comfortably. Kings on the power play for 42 seconds to start off the second period. My name's Seth Hyde. Glad to be back here at the DF Barnes Arena for the 2023-24 hockey season. Here's Rashley. Rashley trying to come in on goal. Kearley got it intercepted. Now Mercer over to Wiseman. Wiseman back for Mercer. Sending it over. Austin, who tries to get it in. Rashley moved in for it. Wiseman hopped over his stick, and Roberts is going to elect to cover this one up with 19:20 left to go and 2 seconds left on the power play for the Kings. Kings almost got their first win of the season, or first point of the season against the Central Impact. They had a thrilling game against them, came right down to the wire, and almost managed to get the 1 point in that game and send it to overtime, but Logan Colburn made a phenomenal save to finish that one. So they're hungry to get their first point at least of the season, and even bigger, maybe even a win. And by the way they're playing, I'm sure they could probably do one of those things, maybe even get the victory. They've been all over the Growlers here in the last few minutes of this game, last few minutes of the first and first little bit of the second period. Goes out to Pilgrim. Pilgrim, oh, great pass up the middle. Bolin using that space very well. He tried to snap it past Roberts, and it hit off his cage. And now here goes Cave the other way. Devereaux pinned up against the boards. Gould gonna take it over. Kirby left it behind the goal. Now Decker has a look from the corner, and what happened there? All the Kings players were celebrating, the fans were celebrating, but Kirby just keeps it out of the net. Great save from him. Wow, I don't know how he managed to just hang on to that one. Looks like we have a high stick. Like we said during the opening weekend tournament, we got to invest in the overhead cameras, especially here at our home rink, DF Barnes Arena. Reed Chafe trying to get it from Spingle. Lambswood around the boards. Kirby plays it up ice. Skinner. Oh, great breakout. Connor Huzzy takes off. Reed Chafe going to the net. Huzzy with the shot. Swiped away by Roberts. Gillespie losing it. Peavy gets it, and now a counterattack here from Western. A pass. Tried to get it to Peavy, but it was given away, and now here go the Growlers. Chafe coming in, shoots just over the net. Great effort by the Growlers at the other end. Gillespie from the blue line. It was steered wide, and Mercer tried to get it. Now Parsons with Chafe, and it goes up out of play, and for the first time during the regular season, we'll hear league is going to be very interesting this year. Every team is in contention for the title, so going to be some very interesting playoffs and a very interesting regular season, seeing who places where. Western Kings, the last time they won the title was the last season before COVID, 2019. And the last time the Pinnacle Growlers won was last season. The East Coast Blizzard won in 2021, the first season back from COVID. And the Central Impact was 2013. And I couldn't find Tri-Penn Osprey, but I think they made the finals the most out of all the teams in this league. They just couldn't seem to end up with the title, and honestly, that could change this year. The Osprey have a great team. As I said, all the teams got great teams, so any team could win this year. I wouldn't, if someone said place $5 on one team in this league, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one. Philpott down into the corner. It's left for Cumbie. Now here's Andy Knight. Down behind the net, Applin. Trying to get it here, Sims. Back for Knight. Knight waiting, holding, looking and shooting. O'Brien tried to get the deflection in front. Now Sims brings it up the other side. It's Chafe out in front. Kirby keeps the play going. O'Brien getting it on the boards. Whoops. How did that happen? Quick little sound effect for you guys. Didn't mean to do that one. Here's Chafe. Dumping it back in. I think that's going to make the blooper reel, everyone. Rashley breaking it up the middle. It just went under his stick, and he tries to chase it down here. Chafe giving away. Rashley. Applin. Back over to Cumbie, over to Applin. Now here's O'Brien. Up for Tucker, and that was a close call there for the Kings, and now it's Caleb Rashley. Oh, what a move by Dobbin, but he just managed to get enough on the body there to get him off the puck. Great play by Dobbin, never gave up on Caleb Rashley. That's not someone you want to go have charging in on your netminder. Pilgrim back into the corner, Bugden. Lovely feed across to Spingle. Spingle with a lovely move up ice. Caleb Rashley. Rashley coming in. Drops it out to James. Oh, what a stop by Scott Kirby. Flashing the leather with ease. Let's see what the Kings can do off this face-off. Gould tries to win the draw, goes up Andy Knight. Now Avery trying to get the puck. Decker turns it off the boards. Dump back in, Devereaux gets it. Trying to twist and turn away, Decker turns it over on the boards, and now it's Nolan Avery. Avery in from the corner, a shot and a great save by Ryan Roberts. Avery lays the body back down low to Andy Knight. Knight pass in front, Boland. Oh, what a save by Roberts. Blocker and glove hand save at the same time from him. Another shot the other way, and Kirby with the stop, and this has really been the tale of the netminders in this game. They have been outstanding, both Ryan Roberts and Scott Kirby. If it wasn't for them, this game would probably be 6-6. Goes down the ice, Connor Huzzy trying to get it, and it goes up into the crowd, and what a snag by a fan. Blue Jays are on the phone for him, and the Blue Jays need him as well. Yeah, Blue Jays in rough shape. I'm not very much of a baseball fan. You know, I'll check the standings every now and then. If the Blue Jays are doing good or in the postseason, I'll start to follow it, but I heard for the first time in franchise history, they got swept on home ice. So if you don't know how it works in baseball, it basically works the same way as it does here in the NLU18 League. They essentially play 4 games. It's not 3, it's 4 games on home field against the same team. This weekend it was the Texas Rangers, a team who they're battling for the wild card spot. The Rangers are right now in the wild card spot. The Blue Jays are looking to take it from them. And the Rangers won all 4 games in the Rogers Center. And that pretty much, there's still a little bit of hope for the Blue Jays, but that pretty much eliminated their hopes of making it to the playoffs. Yeah, they've really struggled, so they need that fan that made that little snag from the puck in the crowd, and maybe can help out that outfield a little bit. Parsons back down around the boards, Maloney trying to flick it ahead. Now here's Spingle. Over to Payne. Payne trying to make a nifty little pass, but Skinner just got the tip of his stick on the puck. Now just squeaking through, and it's off to the races here. Maloney steals the puck from Finn Furlong, who I heard is only 14 years old, and he's up here playing with the big guys. Scored a goal last weekend. Let's see if he can continue here. Thrown in front by Urquhart. Furlong back down low. Here's Chafe trying to get it back into Huzzy. Now Mercer. Out to the point, it's Reed Chafe. Chafe coming in, avoiding the hit from Urquhart, and now it bounces out in front. Away goes Sims. Philpott tries to get it on the boards. Now Dobbin forcing Sims to the outside with the help of Canes. Chafe up for Avery. Avery to Philpott. Great little play, and now here goes Canes. Canes trying to take it to the net. Philpott, oh, off the side of the net. Everybody thought it went in. And now that one goes up and out of play with 10:16 left to go, and that's not the sound effect I wanted to play. See what the Growlers can do off this face-off. Andy Knight back out to Chafe. And it's given away in front. My goodness, Scott Kirby Must be doing gymnastics with some of the plays and saves he's making out here tonight. Pass up the middle is given away. It's out in front to Rashley. Just went under his stick, and he has it in his own end. Turned over. Canes up the middle to Knight. Andy Knight coming to the net, dancing to the outside. Applin out for Dobbin. Now Chafe waits for it out at the blue line. 3-on-2 the other way. Applin out to Rashley. Now Applin trying to get it. Here's O'Brien. Over for Chafe. Now Rashley. Oh, that's a lovely move in front of the net. Trying to jam it free is Janes. Ethan Janes tried to turn and whip it on net. It was blocked, and that's going to be a penalty here for the Pinnacle Growlers with 9:05 left to go. Andy Knight going to the penalty box. Gould to Mercer. Mercer out to Wiseman. Back in, thrown on net. Gould stood in the way. Wiseman tried to keep it in, and Carley is off to the races. Daniel Carley, oh my goodness. Weird collision into the boards. Looks like Mercer will be okay as Cave takes it up. Decker, shot just wide of the net, and Ben Yabsley dodging that one from behind the pane of glass once again. I think they might have it out for him, these players on the team. And next year, he'll probably be in this league, as he'll have the chance to try out for the Pinnacle Growlers. So maybe instead of shooting pucks at him from on the ice while he's behind the glass, they'll start shooting pucks at him on the ice this time. There's Wiseman. Back out, Cave. Decker shoots. Great block in front there by Nick Devereaux. He'll field that one tomorrow. Pilgrim. Now Spingle. Out to Cave. Cave shoots, and a save by Kirby. Goodness, these netminders have been stellar here in this game, especially in this second period. They have not let anything faze him so far. Out to Cumby. Cumby trying to release it, and it's cleared down the ice. Peavy comes up the other way. Peavy to Lambswood. Peavy trying to chase it down. Micah Tucker trying to beat him there. Now it's turned over on the boards. Great little stick handling from Peavy. Cleared up the ice. Lambswood taking it in. Maloney trying to pressure. Down low for Peavy. Now Gillespie tries to get it. Here's Spingle. Looking for the puck, played up the middle as we're back to even strength. And now here's Connor Huzzy with a chance. Roberts with the save. There goes King. It's poked forward. Now up to Avery. Here's Maloney. Now Avery up for Bolin. Avery trying to turn and shoot. Sims turned it over. Now here's Urquhart. Urquhart trying to take it to the net. Now Maloney. Flip down around the boards. Andy Knight playing it up for Avery. Couldn't switch to the backhand in time as Mercer restarts the play. It's over to Sims. And it goes down to Scott Kirby. leaving it for Dobbin. Scott Kirby must have been a player before he became a goalie. He handles that puck, stick handles it so well, and he skates so well. He wins the fastest skater for the netminders every year in the Beaumont Hamel tournaments. He must be sick of winning it if he wins it again this year. So he must have been a player before he was a netminder, because I don't know any goalies that are that good at playing the puck and that good skaters and that good stick handlers. He could probably, look at this, he could probably pull a Patrick Waugh, go up the ice, spin around Wayne Gretzky, and keep going. Here's Boland. Look at this by Noah Boland. Great play. He was being held back, still got the shot off, but it goes out of play. Game's starting to get a little bit chippy out here as Western looks to tie it. The Growlers look to keep growing on this lead. Chafe down into the corner. Spingle leaving it for Austin, back down low. Playing it in front, Austin turns it over. Now here's Rashley. Rashley tried to take the puck to the net. Almost managed to bring it the full way. Rashley with it again on the boards. Spingle waits for it out at the blue line. Now here's Reed Chafe. Up for Skinner and goes down into the corner. Huzzy giving away, and now here goes James. James shoveling it in. Here's Kirby. I mean, look at that. He just dangled out James. Someone, if you know in the comments, please let me know if he was a player before this. Here's Rashley trying to take it to the net. Devereaux losing it to Rashley on the boards, trying to lift it out in front. Great little heads-up play by him, but Devereaux was standing right there in the lane. Huzzy, oh, nice play by Chafe to pick that one up without even looking at it. Chafe coming in, out to Huzzy, just got under his stick. Now it's a 2-on-1, Rashley. Connor Huzzy. Around the boards, here's Applin. Lifting it back into the zone, and Skinner tries to poke it ahead. Now Devereaux. Huzzy up for Chafe. Reed Chafe 2-on-2 with Skinner at his side. He dropped it back to him. Shoots blocked. Chafe gets it again. Chafe for Huzzy. Now Devereaux. Devereaux. Fans on the shot. Kings looking to break it out, but Pilgrim managing to keep it in. Now Reed Chafe. Coming up the other way. Applin leads the charge. Applin shoots wide. Rebound came back out for him, but Pilgrim gets there first. Up to Skinner. Now Chafe trying to play it ahead. Chafe drops it back out to Devereaux. Devereaux faked the shot, gave it into Chafe. Now Gould try to get it, it's flicked back down. Devereaux ahead to Tucker. Philpott playing it back down into the corner, and Mercer, oh my goodness, right into the crowd. Looks like everybody is okay. Yeah, everybody is okay, so now we can play the there was actually a rumor a couple of years ago that the netting that you have down behind the nets was going to go all the way around these boards and meet the netting down at the other side where the Pinnacle Growlers are on defense. But ever since they put the warm room up, I think that plan was scrapped. Here's Peavy coming to the net, trying to move it in. Lambswood waiting for it in front. Now Canes. Out to the blue line, a wicked shot on net. Saved by Kirby. So 1:51 remaining in the second. 3-2 is the score for the Growlers. The Kings with an offensive zone face-off to see if they can make anything happen here before the end of the second. That'd be huge for them to get on the board, and it'd be huge for the Growlers to make something happen here. Next goal is a important one. Philpott. Tucker, a shot, and it goes out of play once again. Again, I sound like a broken record, but I mean, feels like we were just here in April and now we're back again for a new season of hockey. Last time we were here, the building was shaken for that Novice Select tournament. I'm sure a lot of the parents watching at home will get some nostalgia from that. First competitive hockey experience for, I'm sure, lots of these players, and definitely was a great experience for me and my teammates, and I'd say every single one of these players out here played in that tournament, and my goodness, was that a fun one. Parents so passionate in that one as well. So loud in this arena. It's like you see the European soccer clips of the fans bouncing, and then the stands break like they just drop down. Feels like that's what's going to happen here someday with the excitement of the parents during that tournament. It's a fun one to call, that's for sure. But the stands are still holding up strong here at the DF Barnes Arena. Cleared down the ice, and it's dumped back in. Boland. Trying to get it in on goal, but Austin takes the puck over. Off the boards, up to Rashley. Rashley takes it up the other way, and a chance here for the Kings. They got to get a shot off quickly here. Austin off his skate, and that's going to do it for our second period of play. The final score after two. It is still 3-2 at the DF Barnes Arena. We'll be right back once the third period commences. All right, everybody, welcome back to our third and final period of play between the Western Kings and the Pinnacle Growlers. Western were on the brink in that second period of play. Let's see if they can finally tie it up. They've been working. Guess you could say they've been working for the weekend. Pinnacle Growlers got to come out flying here in this third period if they want to keep this lead and end up with a win in their column. Scott Kirby has really been the difference maker for them. He's been playing like a player and a goalie in this game, kind of like a goalkeeper in soccer. Goalkeeper in soccer's a player and a netminder. That's what Scott Kirby's been for the Growlers here tonight, and I sound like a broken record, but the netminders have been a difference maker in this one. So lots of people have migrated from the warm room out to the stands for this third period. So you know it's serious then when that happens. So you know the game is going to get very exciting here in this third period. Let's see what happens. Both teams riled up and ready to go for one more period of hockey of the first game of the season for both of these teams. It's the Pinnacle Growlers, Western Kings, East versus West, to kick off the 2023-24 season. And what a game it's been to kick it off so far. Chafe giving it back in. Tucker walks in, and he scores! Micah Tucker! That's the goal the Growlers wanted, and it comes 20 seconds in. And the Pinnacle Growlers are finally back in it and finally back on the board. Well, the game has become interesting once again. Growlers pull two in front has been the story of this game. The Kings come back into it. The Growlers pull two ahead, but still plenty of time for the Kings to make a comeback. They have really been the better team so far this game. The Growlers have had a lot of help defensively in this one. Decker takes it over, it's out in front, and Kirby manages to hang on with 19:10 remaining in the third. Here's Philpott giving it up the middle. Andy Knight goes down the side. Bugden looking for it, and it is going to go the full way for an icing call. Out to the point, Spingle shoots, and another great save by Kirby. Here's Bolin coming up the other way. Avery going to the net. Bolin shoots, and a great save by Roberts. With 18:35 left to go, and we're getting some pushing and shoving here after the whistle. So tension's starting to get higher than ever between the Growlers and the Kings. Always a great, rough, high-scoring games between these two teams. You know, that East Coast versus West Coast rivalry. And always comes into play here when these two teams face off. This would be a wicked finals matchup, the East Coast, West Coast rivalry. Here goes Chafe. Chafe coming in on net. Now here's Mercer. Mercer trying to get it up. Skinner plays it back. Reed Chafe. In for Huzzy. Now Chafe gets it again. Dumping it into the corner. Skinner tries to get it. Reed Chafe looks for it. Now Gillespie tries to get the puck. It's given away, and away goes Chafe. Chafe coming in, and it's turned over again. And now here go the Western Kings. Austin coming in, shooting, and it's tipped just up over the glass and out of play. Andy Knight, who Trevor Budgell told to go way over on the right side, and it ended up working out. Out to Parsons. Parsons shoots just wide of the net. Now here's Philpott. Down low to Canes. Philpott trying to come in on goal. It's thrown in front to Andy Knight. Rebound, and it just gets through Drew Canes' legs. A great play by Ryan Roberts to sprawl out. Here's James holding and waiting. He shot on Kirby, but Kirby shuts the door. Now here's Philpott. Back to Knight. Knight shoots. Rebound, Canes. Try to get it back out to Philpott. There's been lots of lineup shakeups this game. Lots of different line mates out there together. It seems like Trevor Budgell testing out a few stuff, and first game is a pretty safe game to test it out, see which lines work for him. Knight tried to take the shot low side. Roberts made the stop. Now Philpott. Here's Devereaux. Devereaux's shot tipped wide of the net. Pilgrim down to Knight. Pilgrim with it out at the point, and he scores! Nathan Pilgrim's first goal with the Pinnacle Growlers, and it's 5-2. And it's a lovely shot from the blue line from him through traffic. Here's Carley. Dumping it in, Ryan Roberts. Wiseman brought down behind the net by Ben O'Brien, and Western Kings are going to go on the power play here with 15:57 left to go in the third period of play. Let's see what they can do. Game's getting a bit out of hand on the Kings side in terms of the scoreline. Still got 15 minutes, more like 16 minutes to turn it around here. Definitely can be done. They have been the better team in this game. The Growlers have had a third period surge so far. Say the Growlers coaching staff went in and read them the riot act during the intermission, and it seems like it's worked out for him so far in the third. Wiseman over for Decker. Decker gives it back across. Now Tucker tries to get it Wiseman. Looking for it on the boards, giving across Mercer. Lovely feed up to Decker. Decker comes in, shot save, rebound just up over Kirby. Played off the boards and down the ice it goes. Wiseman left to chase the puck. Wiseman up ice, away goes Peavy. Peavy tried to shoot it low side and it's blocked. Peavy and Payne connected for a lovely goal against the Central Impact. Peavy turned the defense inside out and Payne was just waiting to bring the Payne in front of the net. That was in their final game of the opening weekend tournament, and they're great line mates together. They really did well in that tournament. I think as the season goes on, they'll really gel together and make some more highlight reel plays. Speaking of them, here goes Peavy again. Peavy with Payne going to the net. Giving back Lambswood. Tried to slip it forward to Peavy. Gillespie redirected it forward, and Kirby managing to hang on with 13:52 left to go. Sims won it back, but it was dumped back in. Chafe over for Parsons. Off the boards and up the ice, Knight to Boland. Boland coming in on net. It goes to Andy Knight. Just wide. Boland gets it on the boards again. Avery waits for it in front. Urquhart tries to get it, and it works its way back down. Here's Chafe. Up for Avery. Avery tried to get it. Here's Knight taking over. And now Chafe trying to get it. Now Nolan Avery. Avery coming in with Knight going to the net. Knight drops it back out to the point to Parsons, who shoots. Knight trying to get the rebound. Now Parsons with it again. Great move as he works his way up the ice with Knight going to the backside. Avery takes a shot just over. Now it's lifted back in on goal. Took a weird deflection and across the front of the net. Dump back in. Avery tries to get the puck. Now Boland trying to take Avery, bringing it in. Boland gets it, and it is called for offsides with 12:32 left to go. Well, fast pace, third period so far. Huzzy over to Pilgrim, and now Devereaux to Chafe. Chafe dumping it in. Now here's Bugden. Bugden tries to get it. Now Chafe with it again. Devereaux, shot from the corner. Turn just wide. Here's James. Coming in on net, Pilgrim. Takes it over. Here's James. James back down low. It's given in front to Rashley. And given away on the board, Skinner. Taking it up the middle, Skinner. Huzzy shoots off the side of the net. Huzzy trying to get it on the boards again. Now up the middle goes Spingle. Spingle with Rashley cutting around the other end. Spingle lifts it on goal, rebound, and Kirby hauls across and makes another great stop. Goodness, what a game he has had, and Ryan Roberts has had in this one. This league is looking very promising this year. Lots of skill in this under-18 league. So it'll be a very exciting league to watch, that's for sure. Up the middle, given away. Canes tries to get a hold of the puck. Canes moving in for it again. Cave gets it now. Decker up the middle. Canes looking for it. Now here's Gould. Oh, great move by Cave, and an even better stop by Kirby. Lovely play by Cave, but Kirby there to shut the door. Now Bolin, saucer pass across to Canes. We're at 137 viewers on the stream at the moment, so thank you so much for all the support so far this season, and season is only getting started. I said it last week, and we got some exciting stuff coming as the season goes on, so be sure to stay tuned for that on all my social medias, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or now it's known as X, and YouTube as well, and we'll be announcing some of that exciting stuff as it comes. Not ready quite yet, but hopefully by the time the minor hockey starts, it'll all be ready. Here's Lambswood. Down around the boards, Chafe. Trying to get it, it goes up the middle. Now Boland coming in on net. Boland in front, O'Brien, and on the second time of asking, he puts it in, and the Growlers grow their lead to 4. What a third period of play it's been for them. They were walking away with the game, and now they're running away with it. Kearley out for Pilgrim, and now it's up the middle to Tucker. Playing it back in. Kearley waits for it on the side. Kearley up for Tucker. Given away, and it goes back into Devereaux. Devereaux up the middle to Kearley. Kearley tries to get it. Devereaux looked to lay the body there on the boards, but Pilgrim intercepted. And now it's Pilgrim up the middle to Kearley. Kearley 3-on-2. Ben O'Brien going to the net. Kearley tried to throw it in front, and he tried to get it in on the second time of asking, but Roberts managed to hang on just barely. Well, if you look down in the far corner of the arena, you can see the Wall of Fame that just got added to the DF Barnes Arena. So if you're in the building and you're waiting for your kids' game to start, go have a look at that, which is a pretty cool new addition to the arena. Got the Alex Newhook mural on the outside, the Felians Athletic Association Wall of Fame on the inside. So lots of stuff to commemorate the great athletes of Newfoundland and Labrador. And it's not just hockey on that Wall of Fame, it's all sports. They got track and field, baseball, soccer. They got the regatta as well down there, tennis, basketball. So sports for everyone on that Wall of Fame. Just gets out of the zone, Maloney. Got to try to get the puck. Avery. Over to Knight. Andy Knight trying to take it in now. Here's Maloney. Back down low. Wiseman's going to get it. Here's Wiseman. Up for Rashley. Rashley taking it to the net. It's given out in front, and now Nolan Avery coming in on goal here. Oh, that's a lovely pass in front to Boland. Just a little bit too much power on that one, and now Boland has it down behind the net. Trying to get it out in front to Avery. Maloney looking for it on the boards, and Gillespie, oh, a big hit on the play there. Now it's lifted back out in front. Kirby turns it aside. Bolin getting it on the boards. Andy Knight going down the wing alongside Nolan Avery. Avery on the left wing. Now here's Knight trying to come out in front. Knight looking for Bolin. Trying to get the puck back. Rashley coming to the net. Gould looking for it on the boards. Now Bolin. For Gould. Giving it back in, and Parsons call up for tonight's game. Now Andy Knight with it, back to Parsons. Parsons with it, Avery. All the way on the other side, it's given away in front of the net. Turned over now, Dobbin. Up ice to Andy Knight. Knight, oh, great moves from him. Turning the defense inside out, and now here's Dobbin. Giving it in front, Avery turned away with ease, but Ryan Roberts stood in the way. Now Bolin giving up, and the Growlers caught napping here. It's Cave in front. Oh, it just got off the stick of Decker. He almost got the tap in, but it just rolled off the tip of his stick and just went wide of the net. A great effort there by the Kings. Devereaux. Up to Skinner now. Here's Connor Huzzy. Huzzy takes it over, has it down low. Out to the point to Devereaux. Now here's Chafe. Curling across the top and shooting it just over the net. It's off the boards. Peavy gets it. Up for Spingle. Dumped down Pilgrim. Trying to get it as Peavy chases him. Here's Pilgrim. Pilgrim over for Devereaux. Devereaux coming up the other way. Devereaux coming in. It's shut down by Peavy. And now here's Devereaux chasing it again. Back for Skinner. Skinner just avoiding the hit from Payne. Pilgrim fanned on the puck. Now Lanswood tries to get it. Over for Wiseman. Wiseman banks it off the boards. Now here's Devereaux. Lovely saucer pass up ice. Skinner couldn't get his stick on it, and it will go down the full way for an icing call with 4:49 left to go in the third period. Looks like we have a timeout coming up for the Western Kings with 4:49 left to go in the third period. It's going to be an exciting finish to this one. Western still pushing, even though the game might be a little bit out of reach for them. They're still looking to at least get one goal back while they still can. Tomorrow night, I think, is going to be a very, very, very interesting matchup. So let's see what goes down here. In these final moments of the third period, both teams getting hyped up here. Banked out in front. Now here goes Huzzy. Dumping it down low, Mercer. Mercer coming in, Philpott tries to take, Mercer swept to the backhand. Canes tries to clear it out of the zone. Sims over for Wiseman, now it goes up the middle. Maloney. Urquhart. And now Philpott to Gillespie. Gillespie, pass to the back door. Canes tries to get it. Canes to Gillespie. Gillespie to Philpott. Philpott back down low to Canes. Now here's Philpott. Philpott trying to get it out in front to Tucker. Maloney playing it back in. Mercer pinned up against the boards. Maloney trying to get it, and it's flicked up and into the bench with 3:23 left to go as we got some pushing and shoving on the play. So the NHL season is about a month away from starting. Very, very excited to see what goes down this season. Leafs lineup is looking pretty good. So hopefully they won't let me down again this year. I know that's a pretty big, heavy wish. Lots of teams looking good this year. The Eastern Conference is very, very overpowered, especially the Atlantic Division. All 8 of the Atlantic Division teams, and I'm being generous to the Habs fans out there, could make the playoffs. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, Buffalo, Ottawa, Detroit, Tampa, Florida, Toronto, Montreal. I mean, all those teams in contention. Boston for a playoff spot. So it'll be interesting. I'd say all those teams are going to get at least 60, 70, 80 points. There's going to be not one of those teams in the bottom half of the league. Kind of wish the NHL had the 1-8 playoff format rather than the one they have now, because if there's 5 teams in a division that have already made the playoffs, even, let's say, if Montreal had 93 points and the Capitals had 93 points, but 5 teams from the Atlantic Division already have a playoff spot, if Montreal ended off the season with more points than the Capitals, they still wouldn't make it, because that would override the Metropolitan Division. So then the Capitals would take the playoff spot even if they had less points as the Canadiens. But if it was the 1-8 playoff format, then any team from any division could make the playoffs. It could be all 8 from the Atlantic Division and not one Metropolitan Division team. Here's Andy Knight coming in, tried to go short side on Ryan Roberts, and he made another great save, and looks like Roberts got injured there from Andy Knight's shot. Maybe it hit him on the soft spot of the knee. Pass up to Philpott. Dropped it back to Avery. Great passing from this line here. Knight tries to get it out to Devereaux. Philpott looks for it. Devereaux gets it again.
Last minute of play in the third period.
Spingle looking for it. Gould tried to keep it in. The shot goes over the net. Well, I think it's safe to say the Pinnacle Growlers are going to take their first game of the season, the defending champions, off to an exquisite start. Great third period of play from the Pinnacle Growlers. It looked like they might let the lead slip, but an entourage of goals has led them to this point. So an exciting start to the season for them, and I think tomorrow's game is going to be no shortage of excitement as well. It's in front to Gould, out to Mercer. Shot just wide of the net. Philpott tries to get it. Now away goes Gillespie. Back for Knight. Played up the middle to Decker. Decker trying to take it in, and look at that pass from Scott Kirby. It's Brandon Philpott coming to the net here. It's taken off the puck. Philpott out to the blue line, and it's just gonna squeeze out of the zone here. So the Pinnacle Growlers, the defending champions, start their season off with a victory. They take this one 6-2, and a great way to open up their season. And we got a bunch of penalties here at the end of the game. A little bit too late for that. So yeah, what a high-scoring third period it was to finish this one off. So the final score of the game is 6 for the defending champions Pinnacle Growlers and 2 for the Western Kings. Great game of hockey from both teams, and I'm sure it'll be even better tomorrow night. Be sure to come back right here on the Seth Hyde Sportside YouTube channel for tomorrow night's game between the Western Kings and the Pinnacle Growlers. Also, be sure to go check out my TikTok account to see the latest highlights from the game tonight. That is S Hyde Sportside on TikTok. Well, folks, great game from both teams. We'll be back in action tomorrow. Be sure to be kind to one another, stay safe, and pray for Ukraine. My name is Seth Hyde. Until next time.